It talked about how a woman's outward adorning should not be decorating herself like a Christmas tree, but rather it should be good works. She should be adorned with good works. And then here he's saying that women should not be idle, but that they should marry, bear children, guide the house. That's the opposite of being idle. Because when you get married, now you're no longer idle anymore. Why? Because you have a household to take care of. You have a husband to take care of. You have meals to prepare. You have cleaning and cooking to do. That keeps you busy guiding the house. That keeps you out of trouble. And when you have children, that keeps you even busier. And it keeps you from becoming idle. A woman that is a godly woman is a hardworking woman. The virtuous woman in chapter 31. It talks about her making clothing. It talks about her preparing food. It talks about her, rolling up her sleeves and working hard and getting a lot of work done. Not being lazy. Now, today, we have a lot of conveniences. And go, if you would, to 1 Corinthians chapter number 11. Today we have a lot of conveniences that make all of our lives easier. The lives of men have become easier in many ways, and I mean physically. And the lives of women have become easier. Because if you think about it, most of us men today, we don't go out and work a job where we're just really breaking our back 6 days a week by the sweat of our face. Now, some people do, and that's great. But a lot of people here today have a job that's an easier job in the sense of it's not as physically demanding. You might be driving machinery, or you might be behind a computer, or you might be just directing others, and you're not really having to work really hard. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but we do have to be careful that we don't become too sedentary and too idle or too lazy. Maybe because we don't have to work as many hours as we used to. So we need to find godly things to use our time on, productive things, and not just become one who just works the minimum and then just fools around. Plays video games, sits around, watch TV, scratching our belly, and so forth. That's not the way we want to live our lives. And see, ladies' lives have become easier also. And I'm all for technology. I don't think that we should go back to, hey, let's just be like the Amish and shun all technology. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't believe that's a biblical philosophy. But ladies' lives have become easier in some ways because of the fact that they no longer have to wash clothes by hand. I mean, they have the washing machine. And instead of having to scrub the dishes by hand, they have the dishwasher, okay? And instead of having to make their own clothing, I mean, good night, it's much cheaper to buy clothes.